Look at all of the products I received in my beauty subscription boxes in August 2024. I pretty much have enough to do a full face of makeup. Granted, no concealer, no foundation or eyeliners, but you know, I got all the good stuff. Let me pin my hair up and zoom on in and let's get started. If you're new, welcome. I'm wygowarrior, aka Julie. If you're curious, WYGO stands for when you get old. All right, let's get started with a lip product. Now I have two to choose from. One is a lip oil and one is just like a lip balm. I'm gonna start with the lip balm product. This is from Dew of the Gods and is called the Coconut Cloud Lip Butter. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I love coconut scented products, so hopefully this delivers. Now this is your standard squeezy tube with a slanted applicator, and squeezing it up, it's just kind of like petroleum jelly, you know, that kind of consistency. It has a soft, subtle, sweet scent. Very comfortable. As expected, zero color, providing moisture. That's exactly what I expect when applying a lip balm product. All right, off to a good start. All right, next product I'm going to be testing out is from KVD Beauty. This is the Lock It Pore Refining Primer. Now, a couple of my subscribers left me a comment and were very curious about this product. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do so. I do lots of beauty content, including makeup try-ons, reviews, unboxings, and hauls. All right, so it does come safety sealed. Now, to be fair, I am blessed with normal skin. My skin's dry, but meaning texture-wise and pores. So this is pore refining. I won't be able to speak to how it does with making pores look smaller, but I will be able to tell you what it's like applying it. So it's a thick silicone gel type of a primer. Does not seem to have a scent. Ooh, she's thick. Very thick, which if you do have pore issues, that's probably a good thing. And ignore the redness. That's just me touching my face. It turns red. Now, for primers, typically I go for the glowy moisturizing primers because of my mature dry skin. But this one, I feel like I used way too much, yet it doesn't seem like enough. So there's another big blob because it feels, I don't know, like I didn't get it everywhere and a little drying. But if you normally only use this type of primer like right there because you got pores and I'm shoving it all over my face, yeah, you haven't figured out by now I'm a makeup enthusiast and not a makeup MUA. But when it comes to primers, I just, whatever I get in my boxes, put it on my face. I don't go out of my way to purchase a primer unless it's a glowy, dewy primer such as the Charlotte Tilbury or my favorite Wet n Wild. All right, so sunk in rather quickly. Again, no pores to test it, but we will see how my foundation lies on top. But I'm going to pop off camera to do that because I don't want this video to be 18 hours long. BRB. So my foundation is on and I almost applied my concealer, but thought, no, let's test out one of the brushes I got. So I got in the Ipsy Icon box this 6-piece brush set from a brand called LITHE. And I think I'm going to be able to do most of my makeup. So this brush here looks like it'd be good for highlighter. This brush here is an interesting shape. It's very dense and it's kind of like tapered. So I thought, what could I use this for? And maybe concealer. So instead of doing my concealer off camera, I'm going to take a little teeny dot of this Winky Lux Peeper Perfect. It's my new favorite concealer, and normally I just apply it using my finger, but today we're going to test out that brush. I'm first going to initially tap it on with my finger, but let's see what this brush would be good for. It does honestly seem like a good shape for concealer. Does it say? Oh, look at this. I learned how to read. Flawless concealer brush. Yay. On my own, I figured that. All right. I'll be curious if what I use a brush for is what it's marketed or branded for. And just know that if something says blush and you like it for contour, go for it. There's no hard, fast, steady rules when it comes to brushes or makeup in general. Use it how you please. All right, I'm just going to take whatever's remaining and lightly tap it up top because I have discoloration. And we'll use it kind of as an eyeshadow primer. But I know my eyes, and at some point before I do my eyeshadow, I'm going to have to smooth it out because we're going to see some wrinkles. But okay, the brush itself is a little scratchy, itchy. Granted, I'm going like this. It's not a horrible sensation, but it's not a really soft, good sensation. But okay. Use the brush. The shape is nice. Just, they're made in China. And I say that mainly because they are $48, by the way. I have purchased brushes that honestly look very similar. The brush tip, the ombre, shading, the texture for like $10 for even more brushes. So just the quality, not so much. And I question the value at $48. All right, let's move on to the cheek products. So we have a product from Pat McGrath Labs, which we don't see very often in beauty subscriptions. I have received a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a little quad before. But today we have a bronzer, and this is the Divine Bronzer. And when I did my swatch during my unboxing, it seemed a little light and a tad more orange than my normal preference. Pat, can you work on getting your compacts to open all the way up? I just find that annoying. All right, so this is what the color shade looks like. There was not a cheek brush in the brush set, which is fine. So I'm just going to grab this brush here, which I want to say I got in a Tarte custom kit. Ooh, very powdery. So I'm just tapping it. I don't know if you can see. There's a dusting. Look, it's messy already. But that's fine. Lots of powder products do that. And yeah, she's very orange. But let's see what kind of damage we can do here. All right, is that going to be too much? Very powdery. Honestly, even though it kind of looks orange when you swatch and on the brush, on my face, yeah, it's a little warm. But it's not as bad as I feared. So my only question is, will the orange of the bronzer clash with the pinkiness of the blush? And it just dawned on me, should I put the blush on first? I always apply bronzer first, then blush. But the blush today is a Balm. So I'm going to stop there and then grab the Balm because I'd hate for it to, you know, not blend well. So good segue into this next product from DANESSA MYRICKS. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Powder Flushed product. I was waiting for another name. I have it in the shade Rosé in Brunch. And one of my friends told me this is really good, and that even though it's a dewy, balmy kind of product, it does settle down and become a powder, which I find very fascinating because it's extremely balmy. Question is, how am I going to get this on my face? It's on my finger, so I'm just going to... Whoa, she's bright. Let's do one cheek at a time in case it doesn't blend out. So I'm just going to tap it on. And what do I want? A sponge or a brush? Let's try a brush first. Just kind of a dense brush. And let's see. What? No. Okay, I think you gotta work fast. Okay, abort. I'm just gonna grab a damp sponge. And let's see. A little patchy, but that could be my application method. Leave me a comment if you've used this before. And let me know what tool you use to apply it. She's very pink, very bright, And is she clashing with the bronzer? A little bit. It's like I'm seeing stripe. All right, let's just tap in between. Get like, you know, one solid color. I'm going to take the brush I used to apply my foundation and just kind of tame it down. I came a little too forward. All right. I'm going to do the other side and then come back. And then we'll move along to the eyeshadow. All right. So on camera with my bright lights, it doesn't look as crazy as it does in real life. This blush is very intense. So if you get it, go lighter handed than I did. It's also a very strong fuchsia shade, which is beautiful. But with the lighter orange, I don't know. But I'm just going to carry on with the next product, which is from Il Makiage. This here is a beautiful eyeshadow palette called the Color Boss Master Palette. We got 8 beautiful shades, a mixture of mattes and shimmers. The top row here is more kind of wine and pink. And this bottom row is kind of giving more orangey brown fall shades. I'm going to use the crease defining brush and go into this lightest matte shade, which for me honestly isn't that light, but let's see how pigmented it is. And this brush seems super dense for a crease brush. So if it's not blending out really well, I may switch and grab a brush that I know will work well, because I am leaving the house today and I want to, you know, look somewhat human. All right, I was worried that that shade would be way too dark. So some of you may be disappointed. I'm quite pleasantly pleased that it's working out good as a crease shade. And the brush worked way better than I originally thought it would. I'm going to take the same brush and go into the darkest shade, which in the pan is looking a little more cool toned, which I am appreciating. And let's see how it blends with this pinker shade. Okay, yes, that was the look I was kind of going for. I want to keep this a simple, quick eye look, but I will definitely be adding some shimmer shades. Okay, that is giving smokiness, but not overly smoky. Did I just blend away the pink? Probably, but that's okay. We will add it back when it comes to the shimmers. I'm going to just take whatever's remaining on this brush and get a little on my bottom lash line, and then we can give some of these shimmers a try. The question is, which shimmers? Okay, so there's a golden shade, a more pinky shade, a hot pinky shade, and kind of an orangey shade. I'm going to go in with this lightest shade. Of course I am. Ooh, that is very pretty and actually looking more gold on my finger than it did in the pan. And I'm just going to add that. Wow. Okay, I was thinking it was going to be a little more toppery. No, there's some pigment. Some serious pigment there. Okay. Was not expecting my entire lid to be that shade, so I'm going to wipe off my pinky and go into this shade here, which is kind of the hot pink. Oh, it's kind of a burgundy pink. And let's kind of see. Wow. Did I mention I'm leaving the house today? I don't know now. Okay, that is user error, placement on my pinky. But that is also very pigmented. And I was hoping it would blend in nicely with the other shade, but maybe not so much with my pinky. Let's grab one of these brushes. And what do they call this brush? This is the Precision Shader Brush. All right, well, I wouldn't call a brush this size Precision, but I'm going to see if we can't get a little blending going. All right. It is doing the job. Still not my best eye look, but I fixed the situation, and that's all that really matters. I feel like I just blended everything into a big hot mush. I'm going to take that same brush, go back into the original light shimmer shade and see if I can't, I don't know, get a little more, there we go, a little more lightness. And this eye, for some reason, isn't blended very well. Oh yes, another brush. What are you? The Essential blending brush. Well, this girl essentially needs some blending, so I'm just going to take this clean, dry brush and just kind of try to soften up the harsh edges there. Okay. I was so excited to get this palette, but I don't know whether it's the palette or the brushes. Combination of the two. It's not a horrible look, but I've done way better. But let me get the inner corner. Maybe that will help. There is the perfect brush for doing an inner corner. I'm curious what they call this brush. Pencil crease. No. I don't do that detailed of work. But what I will be doing is taking one of my favorite highlighters. This is from Ofra. And I'm just going to grab a little on the end here, because to me this is the perfect shape and size for inner corner. Oh yes, perfection. And then I'm just gonna take whatever remains and kind of blend it into that other shade so it's not quite so stark. There we go. Can't go wrong with highlighters. All right, and then whatever's remaining, I'm just going to gently put on my brow bone. All right, and since this is out, let's grab this last brush. What do they call this? Oh, I feel smart again. This is the Glow Highlighter brush, which is what I was going to use it for. It's kind of flimsy, but that's what I like when it comes to a highlighter brush, not too dense. So we will just emphasize the craziness that is my blush by plopping on some shimmery, glowy, fantastic highlighter. All right, yes. All right, now I'm gonna pop off camera, take out my hair clip, apply my eyeliner, touch up my mascara, and then we'll come back and try the lip oil. All right, that hair clip kind of left my hair a little funky. But we're going to move on to the last product I'm doing my try on this month, which is the Black Cherry Plump Lip Oil from BYROE. This bougie little lip oil retails for $40. Can you believe that? Now, BYROE I know is a skincare brand, which it is. So a lip oil, I guess, yeah, that's skincare. Verges on the edge of being makeup. It has a flat paddle. It does not smell like cherries. It smells very familiar to me though. I have tried a product that had a similar scent, which is leaning more floral. I swear there's some rose in here. But let's see how it works as a lip oil. Is it going to be more like a balm or look more glossy like a lip gloss? Okay. The applicator, first off, even though it's flat paddle, it's flexible. It's almost, I want to say, like silicone. That was a pleasant surprise, because typically flat paddles are a little stiff, but this one bends, so I'm enjoying the applicator. It's very slippy, which I appreciate in a lip product. It does smell floral. The taste is better than I thought it would be. The taste is a little floral, but not as florally as it smells, if that makes sense. It doesn't taste horrible, which I was afraid of. And I know you don't eat it, but any kind of lip product sinks into your mouth and you end up tasting it. What do we think of the color? You all are going to love it. To me, it's a little too dark, but on my lips, it's looking darker than how it looked when I swatched it. So let me swatch it again. So that's what it looks like on the swatch, but on my lips, it's just enhancing my natural lip shade, which to me is too dark. I know you guys are like yelling at the screen. That's why I like those really soft colors. Now, It feels, I don't want to say tingly because it's not tingly, because I cannot stand plumping, tingly kinds of lip products. Wait, but it did have the word plump in it. I feel a little something. Almost like, it's hard to explain. It's not minty, it's not hot peppery, but that little bit of sensation right when something that is minty or peppery starts, like you feel a little soft tingle on the lips. That's all I feel. Like there's something in the product, but not bad at all. Did it make my lips look plump? You let me know. All right, here's the final look. I'd love to know if you received any of these products, and if so, what did you think of them? Honestly, during the unboxing, I was way more excited than I am today doing the try-on. I think, you see the brands. Oh, Pat McGrath. Trying it, it's a little too warm tone for me and a little soft, honestly. Leaning a little more orange. Was it horrible? No. If I were to spend my own money, would I go buy that one? No. The DANESSA MYRICKS, I wish you could see what I see in real life. Very hot pink, very dark, and I went a little ham. But this time I blame the product, not so much me. So if you do get that blush, go very light-handed. Although with a balm, I don't know how you can do that. I don't know, your finger is a damp sponge better applicator. Let me know how you apply that. The eyeshadow, I don't want to say it was disappointing, but she was a little disappointing. Well, it's growing on me. Let me know what you think of the eye look. I guess I had a vision in my head, and this is not the vision. So looking at it again, it's fine. The vision, no, I didn't get there. The brushes, I'm kind of torn. They're definitely, I don't want to say it, but they're cheap. Not worth $50 in my opinion. I'm missing one. Oh, the concealer brush. No, $48? Just go to Amazon. I will use them, but not as frequently as I use other brushes. Certain shapes have their place. This is good for highlighter. This one is perfect for inner corner. The blending brushes, I have better brushes. This one I may use for concealer. So I'm not disappointed in the brushes, just in my opinion, I think they're a little overpriced. But that is simply my opinion. What else? Oh, the lip product. So the lip butter, perfect as a normal just lip balm. Yes, we like that. Although what was this, $24? A little pricier than what I would spend. Definitely $40. It's very comfortable though. So if you have the $40, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Now, as it's sitting on my lips longer, it's starting to look like this shade, even though, oh, it's even getting darker there. Interesting. This isn't one of those pH shifting, I don't know. You guys would love this. It's just way darker than I normally wear, but comfort, perfection. Slight plumping sensation, if you like that, but not in a tingly, burning way, because I don't do that. So yeah, $40, a little pricey, but I think you would enjoy the lip oil. Primer. I'm not feeling it on my face. That is a good thing. I don't feel anything heavy, sticky, drying. No. Did it do anything with pores? I can't speak to that, but it felt nice. Now, I did use 2 big squirts, so I questioned the price of $34 for this 30 ml. You might burn through it quicker unless you only use it for little certain areas. I did it all over my face because that's how I do primers. I can't remember. Is that everything? Yes, I think that is everything I used today. So let me know which product was your favorite. Which products do you already own? Which products are you like, oh, I wish I owned? Or which products have you tried that you're like, no, pass. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you can do me a big favor, clicking on the thumbs up really does help with my channel to grow. And lastly, down below in my description box, I'm going to list all these products. And if I can find a link for you to shop, just know it will be an affiliate link. I'm trying something new. So if you want to support me, feel free to click on it. If not, no big deal. All right. Thanks, everyone.